Well, we are just moments away from kick. Take a quick look at Leganes. It is the Argentine ready to pop the cork. Nerio Champagne, the loanee from Olimpo. Meanwhile, in front, Chauvis with Unai Bustinza, the big Basque defender next to him. In the midfield, well, you take a look, Naranjo and El Sar on the flanks, and Beauvau, the line in front of the midfield. Lots of changes for Zinedine Zidane. Cup rotation with Casilla in net. He does stick with Carvajal and Varane, but the left side is new. Marcos Llorente anchoring the midfield. Kovacic and Ceballos in a new look mid-three. And forget the BBC, it's VAM. About ready to get us underway. Real Madrid in their dark road kits, while the blue and white of Leganes will be too many players in white.
Yeah.
World Cup on the horizon, and that's also something when you think about it. A lot of pressure, not just on the big names. Yep. Casilla clears it away under pressure, but the likes of an Asensio, the likes of a Vasquez, what can they do off the bench?
Absolutely. You're talking about Vasquez, Asensio. Obviously, Carvajal will be in the mix for La Furia Roja. We see
probe and poke for a weakness. Nice ball into the corner, but just offside. Would imagine Marcos Llorente would drop back to cover until Nacho can step in.
A little bit late in terms of the service. It was this is going to be tough. This is a big test for this young Real Madrid squad.
Now a little collision just outside the area. This time the whistle will blow. Talk about the Numancia game, and it looked easy in the first leg. It was 3-0, but it was still a 1-0 game with 2 minutes to go.
Yep. Bale comes on, a couple touches, and Real Madrid advances. So, but there's no Bale Madrid fans want.
Champagne leaning near post. It'll curl in across the 6, and the launch header up and over by Rafa Varane.
And after Pepe left to go to Turkey, to Beşiktaş, everybody thought Varane was ready to step in and be that partner with Sergio Ramos. He's had his good...
Ceballos tries to get fancy. Falls for Rico. Center of the park, Eraso. Real Madrid getting...
a lot of space in and around the penalty area. Ceballos has to track back. Caught out of position, but El Jar, with that dribbling, maybe he's the one that could, in terms of an individual move, break down the defense. We've seen Florentino Perez and the Real Madrid board members in the past fire coaches for less.
Although when you think about it, it's their neighbors. We talk so much about Getafe, but as the ball poked free, Kovacic gets there and tries to tuck it in, and it looks like he sends it wide with Champagne at his mercy.
Very lucky too. Oh, it's a poor touch there by Ruben Perez. Gives it up, and Kovacic knows he's got to finish that. Tries to go to that near post.
Tried to caress it in, but never quite got it to turn.
Maybe if he plays it to his left and then just opens up those hips, far post is wide open there. He knows it. Zidane frustrated for sure. Absolutely. So Zidane has to turn things around very quickly.
Beauvau challenging, trickles down, Casillas pounces. Carvajal pleading for protection, but considering the fact what he got away with earlier, you can't blame Beauvau for trying.
Absolutely. Shoulder checked him a few minutes earlier.
Perez.
Oh, that's got to be a yellow.
In by Vasquez.
Even red, maybe.
Now again, intent to injure. More than just reckless. We're going to have to take another look. It looks like Lucas Vasquez saying, I didn't do anything.
Looked like he pushed him intentionally. Ball goes out.
There is a little push there.
There is a little bit.
Now, does he make a meal of it, Ruben Perez?
He's pulling the jersey of Lucas Vasquez. Goes out. It sounded...
The charging Tito. The ex-Vallecano man in. Collision. Bovu. And that could be dangerous play against the Guadalupan international. Looked like he might have been trying for a bicycle.
His favor a few minutes ago.
Dangerous ball in.
Ooh.
And catching it on the noggin was Llorente.
Yeah, Bovu.
And that should be probably quite familiar. Moran coming up through Lens, and Bovu out of the Nantes system. Eventually to Lyon. Edge of the area and scraping the chalk of the 18. Asensio brought down.
This has become kind of a physical match. Some tough challenges, some rough tackles, especially on Real Madrid players by Leganes players.
Lofted in, met on the volley by Carvajal, and then deflected clear. Should be a corner for Real Madrid, but that was almost caught on the sweet spot.
Yeah, well done by Real Madrid here. This is an excellent, straight off the training ground for Real Madrid, leads to a corner.
Out comes Champagne, and back in Carvajal, trying to control it. Ceballos taken down as the ball flies away. The Argentine goalkeeper rolling the dice. There was contact, but as he went for the ball, he gets the break. Sweet touch.
It was a great touch there by Ceballos. Goalkeeper does well to cut off the angle, does get the ball. Might have been actually out of bounds before.
Down into the corner, Carvajal bundled over. Naranjo saying, what did I do? Jose Sanchez, in all competition, thrown 4 players out and called penalties 4 times, but in the Copa del Rey, only about 3 yellows a game, and yet to pull a red or point to the spot. So
late in games.
Kovacic, maybe one last gasp before the whistle. Wide for Asensio. Asensio to the goal line, sweeps it across, and the flashing run looked like Vasquez couldn't find it as the first half whimpers to a close.
Yeah, disjointed for Real Madrid. I don't understand how this ball gets through with about 7 Leganes players in the area, 4 of them in the 6-yard box, but it's been a disjointed attacking effort for Real Madrid. They haven't had that cohesion, and let's see what Zidane does in the second half to tweak it to make it better.
Just 2 losses in their last 30.
About putting the pressure on.
Quick feet from Isco.
See ya.
Now Asensio. Again, the early injury to Vallejo taking one attacking weapon away. But Isco and Modric have added a spark. 90th minute approaches.
Oh!
And the 90th minute leads to what should be a game-winning shot from Marco Asensio, ending his drought and ending Leganes' hopes.
Marco Asensio.
As you said, they tend to be real and they tend to be spectacular.
Yeah. And in this case, it is completely unexpected as well. It's Asensio who starts the movement, drifts into the area. Isco out wide to Teo. And then look at the movement here. He floats towards the middle and then sharpens up right before and then gets a boot to it, getting in front of the defender. But it's Asensio who brought the ball up in the first place. And then little slight movement toward the middle, then sharpens up, cuts back in toward the near post, and then just squeezes it in. What a